Okay, these were a couple of CEX finds, just 50p, Soldier of Fortune Gold Edition, and I've literally bought this just based on just a video I saw on a gaming group on Facebook, like a gaming page. I follow all of them, and they sometimes just give games shout outs, whatever. It's like, oh yeah, remember this game, and it showed like yeah, video of like some character on this, like just absolutely brutally slaying people with this massive badass shotgun, and I loved it. I thought, oh my god, this looks proper good, and loads of people were commenting saying like that it was like a, you know, like a bit of a gem, like a good game back in the day. And it's obviously an 18, there's like all blood on the cover. It says, warning, this game features excessive blood, gore and violence. Some players may find this disgusting. I won't, I'll love it. So yeah. That is pretty vulgar. Send your enemies to the morgue with 7 combat items and 12 weapons, each with multiple attack modes. Send your enemies to the morgue? That is freaking savage. That is savage, man. I got this game for just £1, Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup, because I was just interested to see how it plays. I think some of the future Harry Potter games are meant to be very good. I mean, Harry Potter on the PS1 is not very good. Harry Potter on, like on PS1, PS2. Yeah, Harry Potter... Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets. I've got them PS1, PS2. The ones, what was it? Chamber of Secrets on PS2. That's better, like graphic wise and stuff. But I mean, the games are like bad, but they're just so good that they're bad. They're so bad that they're so good. I think that's the saying. So yeah, I've always loved them on PS1. It'd just be interesting to see how Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup plays. Okay, this one. This is like. This is a custom game. I just need a Dreamcast case for it. Basically, there's a shop called Sega Mega Mods, and it's on like Etsy, if you've ever heard of that website where you can purchase things. And yeah, it's like basically a custom game. So it's called Crisis Evil 1 and 2. So obviously you got Jill Valentine, you got Leon, you got the Nemesis chilling in the background, Nemesis and Chill, yeah. And then we've got the back side of it as well, with the little bit there. Proper cool. And it's basically Streets of Rage kind of style or whatever. Yeah, side-scrolling beat 'em up. Can you survive the horror that is about to unfold? I love the artwork, I do. I really do. I think this was about, I'm sure it was about £12.80, I think, with the postage, like all in. So I think there's about tenner and then £2.80 for postage, so I didn't mind at all. It's proper fun as well, really good guys, and it works on like your PAL, obviously Dreamcast, because that's what I've got. Works absolutely fine. So you've got 2 games on there, Crisis Evil 1 and 2, because on the first one you obviously get to play as either Jill or Chris, and then on the second you either play as Leon or Claire. So yeah, massive shout out to Sega Mega Mods on Etsy. And the guy who owns that store is actually an admin on Galaxy Sega, so shout out to you, man. So thank you for this, I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, guys. Okay, last bundle of game, guys, last bundle of games, but it's a bit of a hefty pile. We've still got a while to go. I got about 20, I think it was about 20 odd quid trade credit in CEX, and I think this was £21 if I remember correctly. So we've got Futurama, the complete series 1 to 8 it is. All 124 episodes on 23 discs. Because I was gutted when Futurama got pulled off air, when it finished. I was really gutted. I love Futurama. Some people don't like it, some people obviously prefer Simpsons or whatever, or, you know, more like vulgar humour like Family Guy, South Park. I mean, I love all 4 of them, to be honest. One that I do find unusual is American Dad. I find it really, really unusual. I don't think I can quite get the humour. I don't see where I'm meant to laugh, basically. And it's weird because it's from the creator of Family Guy, and Family Guy's hilarious, but American Dad does not have it at all. I just never got into that, and I think a lot of people feel the same, to be honest. I think literally 99.9% of people will prefer Family Guy to American Dad. But anyway, yeah, I feel that obviously, I think The Simpsons is still going, isn't it? I think The Simpsons, you know, was always ahead of this, but Futurama was really good. It was a really good show. So I'm happy to have all the episodes. Right, this is a big hitter, guys. Big hitter for the Sega Saturn. You all ready for this? This is an eBay purchase, and I paid nearly top end. I wouldn't say actually top end, but nearly. So it's called Deep Fear, and it's like a horror game. I don't really understand what happens in it or anything, because I've only had a little go on it, and yeah, it was a little bit of a kind of a bit of a maze. Right, so yeah, I was really curious to see what it was about, to be honest. And I just love my horror games, so I thought, you know what, I am going for a full PAL set with the Sega Saturn. So I thought I'll get one of the big hitters out of the way. I'll get a horror game. So yeah, that looks good. And then one from my childhood, Alien Trilogy. I've got that once again. He's a little bit, yeah, he's really bumpy. It's like creased and bumpy, I'm afraid. Not absolutely severe, but you might be able to see some of the bumps on it. I think, like I've mentioned before, Tutor UK has said in one of his videos about the glue. I think it's the glue that they used to pop this on. Yeah, they're really weird cases, to be honest, the Sega Saturn ones. You get these, and then you get some, and then this is like a different style case, but there can be a bugger to open as well, them bits. I've got 1 or 2 games in this style that I really find hard to open. They're just really awkward. This is another eBay purchase, Baku, and this is ridiculously addictive. I really didn't expect it to be that good. I did look at gameplay on YouTube, I thought, oh yeah, it looks fun, I'll grab it, but honestly, once I get on this, I really don't want to get off it. So it is basically like a bit of a colour matching thing, but yeah, it's involving animals basically. You have a monkey, which is the yellow one. What is it? The panda is the green one. The lion, is it? I think the lion is the blue one. And then the it don't make any sense because I'm only showing you the front cover. And then the what do you call it? The rabbit, I think, goes for the red ones. So yeah, they're all colour coded. The blue ones are the bones. The red ones are the carrots, the rabbit. So you just have to basically match the animal to what it wants to eat, basically. Just try, get as many of them colours together, and then when you get the animal, slap it on them colours and then it'll chomp them, it'll eat them all. So that's how you, yeah, get your points and win the game. So yeah, there's loads of different levels. Obviously that get progressively harder. I can't remember the top one I've been to. It's nothing massive. I'm sure it's about level 7 or something, because it gets like really hard. It gets like really harsh, because it like, I think if you fail to match them up or something, like as you know, progressively go on the harder levels, it just drops a load of, you know, the fruit and the food onto the pile that you already have, and then you just get stacked up. The game is savage at times. But yeah, this one is from a lad on one of the Facebook groups. I think it's like GGG, Game Gear Group. I can't remember who I got this off. I actually can't remember. But this looks like, I think it's like a horror game. I think it just looks cool. Shame about a little bit of fading on the stickers, but it don't bother me too much. You can see that's a 15, it says English version on it. So this is a 2-disc game. So it looks like it's, yeah, looks like it's probably quite a longish game. I haven't really researched much into it. I can't remember much of it. I watched a little bit of gameplay. I usually do. Usually watch a little bit of gameplay if I know I'm going to order something before I order it. Solving the mystery means visiting the dark pit of your soul. So could be like a bit of a dark psychological horror or something. This one looks really unusual. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's genuinely scary. It's an eBay purchase. The Mansion of Hidden Souls. I really don't know. It just looks weird. Like look at their expressions on the faces. It just looks really weird. I don't know. As a bright crimson moon rises over the Mansion of Hidden Souls, you and your companion Mike enter into a fascinating RPG mystery adventure. Well, there we go. That's what it is. Solve riddles and logical puzzles to unravel the sinister plot of theft and murder. So, yeah, bit of a detective one. But yeah, I don't know. You'd think it'd be a bit scary with the same Mansion of Hidden Souls. I don't know if it's scary or not. I'll have to have a look when I play it. This is classic. I've got it for the PS1. Might as well grab it for the Saturn, seeing as I'm going for the full PAL set. We got Croc. I love Croc. Love Croc since I was a kid. There we go. Really annoying to open these. Really lovely condition, the manual and stuff. This one I'm fascinated with. Valora Valley Golf. Look how apocalyptic it looks. It just looks like the end of the world's happening. Look, let's have a game of golf though. What on earth? It just looks, it's just the most dramatic looking golf game I've ever seen, and I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to grab it and just be like, what the hell's going on here? This is the thing when you open these, either the manual falls one side or the disc falls onto the other side. They're absolutely not secure at all. But in a way, I wouldn't have these Saturn cases any other way, because I just think they look so good. They look so good, man. Apart from the, obviously you can see it in a few of mine, they've got like ripples in them. That's it, that's the word, ripple. Yeah. Because of that glue. Should use freaking super glue, not some PVA shit, whatever you use. This one I haven't tried out yet, Soviet Strike. Yeah, Stop the war before it begins. I don't think I can really say anything much on this because there's no description at all. It just gives you them instructions to stop the war. So I'm guessing, I think it looks like you're in a helicopter the whole time. I think you're chilling in that the whole time. So I think it's like a fairly like low-end common game. Right, I'm gonna pop these on the side. Let's get the other things. I actually got these two games today. I actually had boxed copies of Mickey Mania on the SNES and GT64, both no manual. I really didn't want them, and honestly the boxes were like battered, and I really don't collect complete in box. And I had to pop into town anyway to get some new clothes, and I just thought, nah, I'll have a little look what retro stuff we've got in. Obviously that Sega Saturn game Tunnel B1 had gone. So yeah, I traded in the Mickey Mania and the GT64. That's just like some really cheap racing game. Traded them in and I got two Sega Mega Drive games boxed with manual. I am gutted, right? We actually had this Sega Mega Drive game in that I've wanted for ages, and it just looks really good, and even Tootie said it was good because I only just spoke to him about it today, because basically it's called Two Crude Dudes, yeah, I saw it in the cabinet. I was like, oh my god, yes, and I looked closer and it was the Genesis version. I was like, oh, I don't want a Genesis version. So yeah, I had to leave that. I think it was about £18 boxed. I mean, I don't know if it did have the manual. It would have been a nice little price though. It looks to be about £24, like to £30 on eBay. That's the price range I'm literally looking at. I'm going to try get it as cheap as I can on an auction on eBay, I think. Because obviously, if I buy it on CEX online, they'll send it from the Grimsby store, won't they? Like, it's inevitable. Most likely come from the Grimsby store, and it'll be that Genesis one. I do not want it. I don't want it. So, yeah, I got these two games. I got Ecco the Dolphin 1 and 2. Echo the Tides of Time. So, yeah, they're meant to be really good games. I still have not got them in my collection until today. So I was really happy to discover that they both had manuals. I asked the member of staff, I was like, can you just check they both have manuals please, and all that. And then, yeah, just a little tip guys, I mean, I'm sure loads of you do anyway, but I always ask to flick through the manual to just see that there's no graffiti or writing in it, because I just don't like it. I just want it to be clean, you know, like proper, like no evidence of previous owner graffiti and whatever. I don't want it, and I'm really glad I did that, because I mentioned it on I think on my last video at Doncaster Video Game Market. I can't remember what I was close to buying. I think it was either Golden Axe 1 or 2, and I was proper ready to buy it, and I was like, oh, can I just have a quick flick through the manual, and yeah, I had like graffiti in it, like, well, you know, like just writing on all the moves and stuff like that, and I was like, I don't want it. Don't want it with like graffiti and stuff in. So yeah, very popular and classic games by the looks of it, and I've never even played them before, so yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into them. What else have we got? Okay, save these ones till a bit later. This is one I picked up with a bit of trade credit. I'm sorry guys, like, I can't remember how I even got the trade credit. Some of them are definitely trade credit purchases, but I can't remember what I've even bought locally. There's only been a few swaps and sales pickups, very few. It's been really quiet at the local for sale site on Facebook. been really quiet. But yeah, I put some trade credit towards this. It only cost me like a couple of quid really. I only had to add a couple of quid towards. So Virtua Fighter Kids, I just thought it looked really cool. Obviously the kiddie versions of the Virtua Fighters. Look at that little old man there as well. It looks so wrong. Like he's so old but with a baby face. What the hell? So obviously I was happy that this was complete with manual. Really happy. Because some people, especially collectors, they take the manuals out before they trade them in, because obviously they can sell the manual on. Because people are, you know, some people are desperate for manuals. It's a shame when they're separate, but it's one of them things. It's one of them things. This is, I'll show you a few DVDs I got. Got this from Asda for £3. Granny of the Dead. If you're a fan of like films like, you know, like Sharknado and whatever, because it says executive produced by the director of Sharknado, definitely watch it. I really enjoyed it. Like, honestly, it's so bad, but it's funny though. That's what it is. It's one of them films. Like, don't expect to watch it and be like, oh my god, yeah, best zombie film ever. You know, George Romero. What is it? George Romero. Eat your heart out, whatever. Nah. It's a really like cheap budget zombie movie, but yeah, it's basically a guy who, a guy called Ed who, yeah, discovers that his grandma's a zombie, and there's a zombie apocalypse going on outside. And yeah, like I said, cheap budget movie, but it's really funny. So I just could not like not pick it up when I was in Asda for £3. I thought, Granny of the Dead, like the title sold me. It sold me. Okay, damn, this is a long video. It's really good though. This was 99p from the charity shop. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from back in the day. Look how retro it is. I love it. Is it about 91? I can't, or 93? 1993, I believe it says on here. That's the year I was born. I love it. Raphael was my faivourite. I've got a picture somewhere of a scarf tied around my head. I was obviously only a kid at the time. It was a red scarf, and I used to pretend that I was Raphael. Obviously I couldn't put it over my eyes because unless I cut some holes through, then obviously I couldn't see because they have them over their eyes. But yeah, I had it around my forehead because I liked Raphael. That was a classic. That was so good. This was only £1 from Cash Converters. I don't know if you have a Cash Converters where you are. It's a fairly common store anyway, so I'm sure you have a local Cash Converters. All the DVDs are dead cheap, 50p or £1. So full season 11, all the discs are there as well. I got the member of staff to just double check it for me. All 3 discs. Beautiful. I've got Family Guy seasons 1 to 8, and yeah, so obviously I need the other ones now, but they're coming down obviously in price, and DVDs are going out now, I think, really, aren't they? Kind of, compared to Blu-ray. I had to get this for £1 as well from Cash Converters once again. It's Roadkill, and it's a Paul Walker movie. The actor who passed away. I really love Paul Walker. This is just like a nice little hidden gem, honestly, from back in the day. Really enjoyed this. It was really good. Started as a joke, now the joke is on. Stalked by a vengeful trucker, 3 friends race for their lives. It's a thrilling nail-biter with 4 mind-blowing alternate endings. Well, I can't say I've seen the alternate endings. I've only seen this movie like once, but I just remembered it was good. Yeah, it's just one of them nice little hidden gems. I enjoy it. Absolutely love my horror movies. Okay, so this game I got from that local shop that closed down. Got it with some trade credit ages ago. It was £12, but obviously I got trade credit. That's what I got it with. So, Mario Power Tennis. Lovely condition. I haven't tried it out yet. I know that they're bringing out a Mario Tennis game for the Nintendo Switch, so that'll be interesting. See how that is. It's nice to have a GameCube and collect for the GameCube, because obviously only for GameCube some of the best games are on there, especially like the Mario ones and stuff. I need like the Mario parties and stuff. They're like, you know, expensive-ish. Some right big hitters for it. Tell you what makes me laugh. It's called Frogger Beyond, and it's meant to not be very good. I've heard from loads of people that it's not very good, and I think that's like, it's literally one of the most expensive games, and I'm talking, is it about over 100, 150 quid or something, just for a game of Frogger? Really? It's just a Frogger game, what the hell? I used to have this as a kid, and I just got it for a few quid off eBay, Dino Stalker. I never even played it with the gun either. I just played it with my controller, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was just really good, and I think, if I'm correct, I'm sure that the YouTube channel Stop Skeletons from Fighting, they referred to this, and I think they said it was like a bit of a Dino Crisis spin-off. I've got the first, second and third Dino Crisis. I've only ever played the first one though. It's absolutely awesome survival horror, it's beautiful. But yeah, obviously this is nothing like it. So yeah, that's a nice little hidden gem. I really enjoyed that back in the day, so I was really happy to get that. Right, back to the Mega Drive. I've made a lot of Mega Drive pickups, because yeah, I've just been like concentrating on that collection quite a bit really. Mega Drive and Saturn I've mainly been concentrating on. Okay, so the Mega Drive game I'm going to show you is Game Ground, and I'd seen footage of this before on YouTube. I'd seen gameplay, and Tootie actually got it in his video as well, and it's one of them as well. The artwork just sells me, honestly. I'm a sucker for the artwork, it's so good. They look absolutely badass. So yeah, I'm still yet to try it out, but from the footage I've seen on YouTube, it does look like a nice game, it looks a cool game. So yeah. And then back to the NES days. It was quite pricey, but I got it with trade credit with CX ages ago. Bucky O'Hare. Now I will admit I've never seen the old TV show, the cartoons of it, but I've seen James and Mike play it on the Cinemassacre channel. It just looked good, and I just fancied getting a big hitter, you know, for the NES. And obviously I was ordering this from CX online, and I know I will take a punt like at some point. You know, like getting boxed, you know, like Mega Drive stuff like that. But I do really prefer ordering cart only, because then obviously you pretty much know what you're getting. Like, unless the label's absolutely battered, then obviously return it. But it's just, you're playing that whole manual roulette, aren't you? You're playing the boxed, does it have the manual, does it not have the manual roulette? So I do, if I can, I try and get like Mega Drive games, you know, like from events such as Doncaster Game Market. That's why I bought like so many Mega Drive games. I bought like a few, and then I get them like off eBay or the game groups, whatever. And then I usually save my CX credit and grab the cart only ones, so I don't have to play that roulette. Yeah, I'm being a pussy, I know, man up Holster, and get playing that manual roulette. I know, I just hate the hassle of returning, but it's easy enough, and that's the thing. CX are always happy to take returns. They don't usually give you any stick for it. This one, we've got like another like little kind of cash converter kind of shop, and it's called Cash for Gold, I think it is, or something like that, and it's near Cash Converters. I scoped this out. Yeah, I mean, it's not rare. This version isn't rare, but it's just a lot more uncommon, because usually it's got the it's infograms. Usually it's got like that, but like smaller, and it's got like a grey like border around it. And the amount of times like I've seen them in piles like that, you know, like on if someone's selling on a game site or whatever, the Facebook groups, and I'm like, oh my god, can I have a look at Hogs of War, please? Can you send me some more pictures? Then just send me the one that is not this version. I'm like, I'm looking for the, you know, the one where the cover's blown up, where it takes up the whole thing, like without the grey border around it. I mean, it does have a bit of marker pen there, but it's on the outside the case. I just need to clean it off. It's fine. The inner inlays, the back inlays, fine. So, tell you what, I never knew until I looked for more footage. I've never played this, by the way, but it's been recommended by friends, and it's meant to be really good. And it's quite a pricey game. I got this for £15. That's actually not bad. Not bad, really. Not for this version. Yeah, complete with manual. Rik Mayall actually does the voices for this. I'm a huge fan of Rik Mayall because I watch Bottom TV series. So good. My dad got me into it. It's really good. So yeah, I was really happy to grab this for 15. There was an advert for this. I'll have to stick it in this video. I'll have to stick it up right now. I'll stick it up there. For any of you perverted ones. It says something like, grab your shotgun and shoot your load into a pig tonight, if I'm correct. Yeah. advertising in the 90s, right? You won't get away with it nowadays. It'd be like, oh, I'm offended. I'm offended. The last one, guys, I'm about to show you. I think it's probably the most expensive game I own. The most expensive game I've ever bought. £235. Yeah? So it's not a CX trade credit or whatever. I had to dig in my back pocket for this. I had to sell my booty. No, I didn't really. I don't do prostitution. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, I'm kidding. No, but seriously, I've made some profit, like, only, you know, bits of profit from Del Boying, female Del Boy, you know what I mean? Out and about, my bits of business, whatever. And so it didn't cost me the full 235 because I'd made just bits of money, basically. So, are you guys ready? You're ready for this? You can tell what it is. You can tell. Who's that guy? Who that guy? The Flintstones Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. But it is actually in Italian, if you can see that properly. I know the writing's pretty small underneath the Flintstones, but it's all legit and everything. And I got this from one of the really cool guys on the Game Gear group. He's a proper top guy. I've purchased from him before. Even include the nice little Nintendo sleeve, so it's always handy when you've got a, you know, obviously a valuable game like this. So you do actually need it if you're collecting like a full PAL A set. And I know obviously I'm going for like a Saturn full PAL set, but obviously one of my goals would be to get the NES one. It'd be really good. So yeah, this is in Italian. You have to get it in Italian. Or another, I think there's another language, I think maybe Spanish or something, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I know Kevin Wolf of 123, another tuber, is the NES guy, the NES expert. Yeah, he's got this, and I watched him when he streamed and he completed it. Absolute psycho, absolute animal completing this. It looks really hard, especially at the end, so I don't know if I'm gonna end up doing it. I don't know. I'll definitely give it a good go though. Obviously I've got to play it. I've spent that much money on it. But yeah, it does look really good. So yeah guys, I think that's everything. That's everything for now. I've got some more to show you at a later date, but I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. It's ran well over an hour, I think. So that's pretty insane. I don't know if I might divide it into 2 parts, I really don't know. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've had an absolute blast catching up with you and obviously showing you like so many amazing pickups that I've made. Obviously I've had to proper dig in, you know, the dollar for a lot of these. But yeah, it's totally worth it. Totally worth it for the collection. So yeah, I hope all you guys' collections are coming on great. Like, let me know in the comments down below, and I will get around to replying to you guys. Like, let me know what you liked in this video and what you've been picking up recently. It'd be awesome to know. Like, I genuinely am interested and I love talking to you guys. It's just amazing having a, you know, little like community of all my subscribers. And obviously I'm getting near to 1,000 subscribers now, and that is getting insane. That is insane when I hit that. I'm going to be so happy. So yeah, take care guys, and I'll see you very soon in a brand new pickups video. Hope you've enjoyed. Take care guys, and obviously thank you so much for being my subscribers. I genuinely always appreciate it. Thank you guys. Take care.